Welcome to the official Personality Guru. ESTJs are naturally transactional and supervisory leaders. They are highly task-oriented, and they expect work to be done according to the prescribed processes and within a given period.
ESTJs are precise in their giving of instructions and set of directions, and they are committed, persevering, and responsible leaders. ESTJs are task-oriented people. They can discipline themselves well to achieve goals and objectives in their lives. However, big ideas and visions do not move them to action. They do not trust intangible or abstract goals. Rather, they prefer short-term tasks to be done and immediate goals to be accomplished.
Today, let's talk about ESTJs as leaders.
Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. I think we're all pretty aware of how grand extroverted thinking is when it comes to leadership. The function grants both ESTJs, TESINEFI, and ENTJs, TENISEFI, a natural awareness of the most effective process conceivable to complete a task. In simple terms, TE helps you determine the best way to do something. This includes finishing a task most quickly and simply, all the while expending the least amount of energy. In leadership positions, ESTJs make sure that things are done correctly. Results are reliably produced and standards are met. They make expectations clear to their teams, not only what needs to be done, but how and when to do it. When managing a project, they are typically methodical and detailed in their plans and make sure that the end product is delivered exactly as expected. ESTJs tend to uphold the traditional way of doing things and may not recognize the need for innovation. They tend to trust their experience and may not be comfortable leading into an uncertain future. Vision can be a challenge for ESTJ leaders, who are often better at implementing changes than conceiving them. ESTJs stress the structures of authority and typically seek to establish a clear hierarchy. They are comfortable with taking orders from superiors and expect their reports to respect their authority in turn. They are typically decisive and may show little flexibility after they have concluded. ESTJ leadership, setting the vision. ESTJ's preferred way of setting direction and vision is usually in small, incremental, specific steps. This behavior applies to organizational settings as well. Their visions are usually set in clear, specific steps and presented to their team in unambiguous language. Most people should have little or no trouble understanding what the ESTJ leader requires of them. However, ESTJs may find it challenging to inspire or motivate others because their instructions are usually immediate and specific. Their staff may find it hard to understand the bigger picture behind their everyday tasks. ESTJs will aid their cause greatly if they can articulate a bigger vision for the organization. ESTJ leadership, connecting with others. ESTJ leaders are no-nonsense and task-oriented. They want to make sure things get done well and on time, and they have no qualms telling someone that their work is not up to standard. They may even fire an employee when they deem it necessary. To the ESTJ, the organization is first, and everything else should be put aside for the cause of the organization. As a result, ESTJs will come forth as overbearing and controlling at times. The more sensitive followers may sometimes be offended by the straightforward and frank approach of the ESTJ leader. If these offenses are left unresolved, it will lead to bitterness and resentment in the team. ESTJ leadership, accomplishing your goals. ESTJs are very good with logistics. They can organize people and resources clearly and in a planned manner to ensure they cover all grounds. Project management is second nature to them, and they have little trouble creating backup plans and setting deadlines. When a task is given to an ESTJ leader, expect them to finish what they started. However, they can become inflexible to changes when they have decided on a plan, even though changes may be necessary for a more effective outcome. They also need to resist the urge to micromanage people, even if they observe that the work is not done to their standards. ESTJ leadership, developing your leadership. Here are some development tips. Talk about the greater cause. Although it may not be true for you, some people will work harder and strive for the organization if they share the beliefs and values of the organization. Don't just tell your team what they have to do. Tell them why they're doing it and how it helps the organization achieve its goals. With good reason, people are most likely to give their best. Praise and appreciate where necessary. Praise and appreciation motivate most individuals. When tasks or projects are completed and done well, remember to thank and appreciate the people who have brought about that success. Sometimes just a public acknowledgement of their contribution is good enough. If not, an email or a written note could mean a lot too. Don't judge too quickly. You may tend to judge someone who does not perform up to par in the quality of their work or their behaviors. Learn to withhold your judgment, seeking more information and asking yourself the possible reasons that an individual is behaving. You may build an even deeper connection with him or her as you require instead. ESTJ growth and development. Withhold judgment. ESTJs may be quite sure they have the motive, intent, outcome, and conclusion figured out before they proceed even a fraction of the details, and fail to acknowledge that he or they may not have the whole story. They will do well to hold off a bit before delivering a snap judgment or assessment. Focus on asking more questions, waiting for more details, and acknowledging that as certain as you are, there may be things that you are not seeing. How about you as an ESTJ or any other personality type? How are you or what are you as a leader? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. Live and let live. ESTJs often don't realize that their way isn't the only way and that other personalities have much to contribute and should not be dismissed. The ESTJ that can bend a little might find that flexibility and openness isn't such a bad thing. There is no need to be stubborn just for the sake for it. Be more self-critical. ESTJs tend to think they're always right and that their moral compass is objective, absolute, and universal. But their objectivity isn't always as objective as it appears. They have a standard that feels objective to them, often due to how it's always been done. They would benefit from realizing that personal objectivity is, by definition, somewhat subjective, and spending some time examining the basis of their beliefs. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. Get in touch with their feelings. ESTJs need to work on acknowledging their feelings and being a little more careful with the feelings of others. While it may seem that it's not personal, it may be to a subordinate or a child. Harshness and rigidity can drive away good employees and estrange family members. So make a point to recognize the gifts and talents of others and to be intentional in showing appreciation for these talents. Take it easy. ESTJs need to work on stress relief and intentionally take it easy. While they don't want to be seen as lazy, it helps to remember that leisure and rest are not signs of sloth, but normal ways in which humans recharge. ESTJs benefit from taking vacations that are vacations, not endless activity, planning, and tourism, and practicing forced rest. Practices such as yoga, tai chi, and meditation can help.